Oh God. Yeah, hello guys. I haven't did a video in a while. I got fat. You see it? Yes, I've been eating. Really eating. I'm glad. I just need to tone. That's it. I should do that by the time the summer comes. But I'm doing this video to speak today about I had a conversation with my friend last night and I felt the need. I guess I was just called to do this video. And we was talking about relationships and marriages and things of that nature. Although I'm not married, I've been in long-term relationships. And I said to her, you know, it's a problem going on today, especially in the minority community of with marriage. And I'm gonna tell you why. I think we have lost the concept of what marriage is, meaning men are looking for the traits that women's supposed to be looking for in each other. Basically, the roles are swap. Men, when you see a woman, you're supposed to be looking for loyalty, love, beauty, support, integrity, respect, things of that nature. Women, we look for, love, loyalty, provide. If you're a great provider, your success. We look at things like that, your motivation, to see, things like that, to see that if you're capable of building a family, a unit, or whatever it is you're looking for in life. But now you have men looking for success in women, like what you can build. And we're not here for that. We're here to be support systems for our men. And it's okay for us. I know that cat. Kurama. I heard that because I know exactly what that was. We're not supposed to be looking for that. Men are not supposed to be looking for that in a woman. Not saying a woman should not have that. Not saying women shouldn't have goals. We shouldn't have standards. We shouldn't have, we shouldn't be successful. Because yes, we are in a time where Uncle Sam hindered that traditional way of being where, you had the husband out there making money while the wife stay at home with the kids. Them days are gone. We see that. It's clear, especially with the rents and how everything is going. You women are driving now. We have all the things we're doing. But I think as women, we tend to think that we're men and we're not. And at the same time, yes, we're women. We still have to honor our womanhood. I said to her, she said, well, marriages, marriages are not lasting because of that. Yeah, because you know why? When that man sat up with that woman, he saw a meal ticket. Okay, yeah, she's this, she's bad. She looked good. She got a good job. He didn't check for her morals. He didn't check for her integrity. He didn't look at her background. Like, the most important thing for me as a man, when I deal, if I'm a guy and I'm dealing with a woman, the first thing I'm going to look for in that woman, I'm going to look at her background. The background tells it all. The mother, her mother, how were they? How are these women in her family? What kind of background is she surrounded by? Because you are what you eat. And I don't care how much a mother teach you. Never do this, never do that. If the mother out there doing this, she gonna do it too. Whether she told her not to do it or not. Okay? Vice versa with women. You go and you dating a man. Stop trying to look at what he drive and, oh, he got a good job. Go to that family. See the uncles. See the brothers. Check out if they all bachelors, feeling like they must have more than one woman or that. 90% of the time, that man is going to be the same way. And this is what you married into. We're not checking for the things that make sense. We're checking for finances. Everybody's so poverty mind-struck, right? Meaning, we grew up so much in a struggle, everybody's scared of a struggle. So it's like, I have to have somebody that's successful. I have to have somebody that has money. And if that person don't have money, then I don't want them. No, because me personally, my children's father, I met them broke. And because of my love, my support, my care, they wanted more for themselves, which in turn, we created families with that. And no, it didn't work because, again, I didn't know what I knew today. Because I was looking for the wrong things in men. Yeah, you could meet a man and you could build them, but that don't mean that's the type of man you want to build. It could be, and I didn't check. But once the second time, when I realized, I checked that background, I'm like, look, not one person married, not one person with the child, the mother, they child, the child with them, is something around here ain't right. And I had to really pay attention to that as I grew older. Now I'm older, I'm wiser, I'm checking the background. Let me see these uncles. Let me check daddy. What daddy talking about? What's daddy, how daddy runs, how he has his women, how he treat his wife. Because he could be married and still be treating his wife like trash. We are not checking for the right things. And people are just jumping into marriages based on finances. And that's why people are getting divorced in 3 to 5 years. Not only that, that's why you have a lot of people that are married that are completely miserable, making single people miserable, because now they're out here scouting for these single people that they see that's a match for them, because they wasn't hip to the morals and the standards. That's why, in a way, at first I was hurt. I wasn't married at a young age, but I'm actually glad, because the things that I know today I did not know now. And I probably would have been one of those people in a marriage that it's like, I hate it here. I hate it here. And that's something I don't want, and I refuse to have. And because I have the knowledge that I have today, I refuse. Another thing we don't do, we don't set core values. If you go to, I done been in so many jobs. You go into business, every business has core values and mission statements that they abide by. What is your core values that you're looking for? That person should check every box. There should never be no, oh, I don't know about this one. Well, maybe we could, certain things you could fix. Like, okay, maybe this person doesn't dress according to how you want them dressed, right? So it's like, okay, if you have a style of fashion or a sense of fashion, once you dress, you pick out things for them. You don't even have to just buy it. You buy the things and they start dressing, you start to see the change in that person. And that's how things happen. But we can't, one, you can't make somebody else. Two, you can't pick a person out of just based on finances and if you could abuse them. Like, you got some men that really sit up here and be like, well, I want to see how much she going to take from me. Absolutely not. So you're abusive. That's what you're telling me. You're either mentally, physically, or emotionally abusive. And you want to see that if I'm going to sit here and deal with your abuse. Absolutely not. I'm too mentally strong for that. And that scares a lot of men too. Oh, she too much. No, I'm just mentally strong. I'm not going to, if I hold myself to a certain standard, right? And when I get with a mate, I expect the same. I don't expect to see my mate with other women, smiling other women's faces. And to me, that's just total disrespect, because you don't see that from me. If I'm in a relationship with a man, I expect that man to carry himself like a king. Because that's how I treat you. And that's how I'm going to treat you. And that's how I expect you to be. But when you start being a peasant in everybody's faces, for me, is where's your integrity? Where's your morals? When you don't respect yourself. And when you don't respect yourself, we got a big problem here. Because I respect myself. And we can't be in a relationship where I respect myself and you're not. And we have made ourselves to believe that's okay. It's not okay, because it embarrasses the unit. A man told me before, when a woman cheats, it's embarrassing to the family. So what you think when a man cheats does? It does the same thing, because them women, they tend to feel it's okay. Okay, shoot, he cheats with her. I can cheat with him too. We all want to cheat. And everybody know what your man is like in the bed. And that's embarrassing. I don't care. I feel like that's why I'm very picky to hear, like, as women, how we talk, what we do in the bedroom. That's not for nobody to know but the person you're with. Whatever you're doing in that bedroom should never leave past that bedroom door. That's holding yourself to you. If you like to hang off the wall in the strip pole, or you hang off the shower curtain, nobody else supposed to know that. Only that man that you lay with, that you love, is supposed to know that. And it's just certain things that I just don't understand. And I'm glad now that, little do y'all know, they're trying to bring it back, because this is why people are getting in trouble for the things that they're doing, because it just don't make no sense. We have to get our culture to a point where people respect us. And if we're not out here respecting ourselves, nobody gonna respect you. You can't sit here and talk about, you turn it. Listen, let me shut up on that note. Point is this: set core values for yourself, your relationships, and what you expect from a person. And you will meet that person. When you meet that person, there's little things you can work with, as I stated before. Clothing ain't nothing. But if you don't have no respect for yourself, and you don't hold yourself in high regard, and you come in with a poverty mindset that you complacent or want to stay right here. That was one of the issues I had with my exes. But we had enough money to do so much, but he was so complacent on, we just sit right here, we're good here. And it's like, no, I want to do this, we need to do that, we need to do this. He didn't have the mindset to want more, and he was doing very well for himself. So it's like, You want to be with a person that's willing to expand, that's willing to give, and with a woman who's willing to give off that good love to the community too. And, not just keep it for herself. I'm learning to open up and trust. I'm learning to open up and share that wealth and share that knowledge, because I feel like the world is struck. We're stuck. And women, we lost. Yes, it's okay to be successful. It's okay to be entrepreneurs, but never lose track of who you are. You're a woman. No, you don't need to be out there to be working 3 and 4. Why are we working 2 and 4 jobs? No, that's not our job. You married, you shouldn't be working 2 and 4 jobs. You should be working 1 job. You have to have time for that man. You have to have time to be a wife. You have to time to have, make love, because with a man, you have to be able to do that. So how are you working 2 jobs, holding it down? We lost track of the roles in the relationships, and that's the problem. And my advice to people is, you in these miserable ass relationships because you chose to get married mad young. A lot of people did that. Stop it. It's no rush. You could. That's one thing my ex did teach me, that now I'm looking. It does make sense. What's the rush? If we're gonna be together, what is the rush? You want to know that person in and out, front and back. You want to know that if your man walked away today, he'll be back next week. He do this all the time. He went to his man cave. He going over there with his friends. They're going to play pool and drink some Coronas. He'll be back in a week. You don't want when that man to go and he wants time to himself. Oh my God, he's with Veronica. He's with this one. He's with that one. No, you don't know your mate. And yeah, that's a core problem, So I just jumped on here to say that, because this cat, that was one of my issues. And I made that statement. I'm like, and it's hard for me being single at my age, because people try to tend to, like my father said, oh, you're valued, you devalue. No, you don't. It's not about devalue. You got to find somebody who thinks valuable of themselves. And what I noticed with men, because of my age, they try to make me think less of myself. Absolutely not. For me, when a person encounters me and tries to break me down, I already pinpoint that you got low self-esteem. People that's secure in themselves doesn't worry about what confidence level that other person have that's around them. They know they're confident within themselves. You're not going to tell me I'm ugly. I'm not going to tell you ugly. If you feel you look good, that's you. I love that. I love to see people with confidence. I love the people that have enough confidence in themselves that no one on the outside could tell them who they are. They know exactly who they are, what they're going to take, what they tolerate. And that's it. And it's either you get with it or get lost. It's no disrespect. I'm not, So, yeah, I jumped on that. Please, respect, integrity, loyalty, and love. Like, it's no love and no love. Everybody just playing mind games. Yo, where the love? Do y'all make love? What do y'all do? Do y'all go away? What do y'all do with yourselves than attack people all day? What do y'all do with your time? I would love to know, because at the end of the day, I said to somebody, I said, when I was in my life, you can ask my friends. They ain't here for me because I was too busy and loving on my dude. I wasn't worrying about what everybody else was doing, what was going on in anybody's household. None of that. I didn't have the time for that. I was being a mother and loving and being a family woman. Like, that was my focus. It was never about what everybody's success I was happy to hear about, but I wasn't, unless they called me and said, hey, B, I need you to jump and come out here. If it was possible, because I had a possessive man at the time. He was very controlled, but he was like, I don't know, we not doing that. But at the moment, I was focused, centered in that relationship. I wasn't in everybody's business. And he was getting on my nerves. So 90% of the time, I was so busy complaining about him, I didn't have time to worry about what everybody else was doing. Like, please, get the love back in your relationships. Start loving on each other, because it's absolutely ridiculous what's going on. I'm like, dang, in this world, would you find someone and you love them, and this is like, I'm not trying to love nobody like that no more. That's not going to reciprocate anything that I'm giving. I have a lot to give, but I learned to only give it to the people that deserve it. It's not about, oh, this and that. Some people look at me like, oh, she's like this. That's fine, because I don't feel you've earned that respect for me to give you that loving. I'm not giving that to anybody anymore. And that's just who I am. And Only a real one will understand that. I'm really about to you're not gonna catch me disrespecting my dude. And if I feel you disrespecting my dude, I'm gonna check you on it. There's no way you're gonna ever catch me flirting with this one, that one, this one, that one. I mean, if I'm in a relationship with someone or I'm married to someone, absolutely not. Now, when I'm single, yes, we can flirt all day, grin and all that. But when it comes down to me being held down, okay, I'm with this person, I hold myself in a different way. It's totally different. So do me a favor, fellas, stop looking at what a woman have and start looking at the background of what they have, what they can contribute that is meaningful. Not just finances, loyalty, love, integrity. Check out her moms. If her mom's thotting and bopping, she gonna thot and bop too. If the auntie's thotting and bopping, I don't care even, because the mom may not be like that, but she may be close with Auntie Tia. Auntie Tia may be thotting and bopping. And if Auntie Tia thotting and bopping and she close with Aunt, that's what she do. It's just what it is. You gotta be real with yourself, and that's why I learned to. It's not that I'm being picky. The females that I chose I want to be around ain't gonna be thought. I don't thought and bob, baby. I don't thought and bob, and I don't expect my man to thought and bob either. Absolutely not. Because the moment I catch you, I'm gonna embarrass you, and I'm gonna walk away. I don't fight and carry on no more. I'm too old for that. I'm gonna tell you kindly, I don't like the way you treating me, and I don't respect what you're doing to me. And once that happens, it's all said and done, because I already told you how I felt. Now, what you do with it is all on you. And that's how I move in my relationships. All that other stuff, that's just ridiculous. So I hope everybody get it together, because I'm feeling to turn my whole religion because of stuff like this. It's just no respect. I expect more from my brothers, especially as I admire and I see that the men are wanting more in their lives. I see it. I see it as minorities, the Hispanic men, all of y'all. We are making the changes. Y'all doing much better. But the egos that's involved with it, thinking that people supposed to sit around and deal with your cheating and stuff, come on, bro. Who do you think you are? It's so many of y'all walking around here, you think that I'm supposed to deal with this? No. I'm going to try to look for someone who holds the same family values as me. Not to think that I'm going to play side piece and sit in the background while you parade with somebody else, or you sit up here and you disrespect me for the world to see or for everybody to see. I never liked men like that. I used to check my ex. When he used to do things like that, yo, it got to the point we wouldn't even go to events no more, because I used to go off. You're not doing that with me. You're not going to take me somewhere and flirt with this broad and I'm sitting over here with your son. Absolutely not. We out of here. Party done. Party done. And once I left with the kids, you by yourself. And eventually, what happened? People started coming with their family, and their family ain't around. Why? Because you don't know how to treat them. You want me to sit here and you want me to be disrespected. I refuse to tolerate the men with them type of behavior. You better self-check yourself. You better take a tranquilizer. If you can't control your sexual hormones, you better take something before we get into this venue. Because if you show your true colors, I'ma show mine. Okay? And that's just the way it goes. So hopefully when my time comes, it don't have to be like that. That's why I said I might end up marrying a man 70 years old, honey. He too old to even think. Ain't nobody got time for that. But when I know, have a good day. I just had to do this video. I'm out for the day. Later.